Hello everybody. It has been a very long time since I've even attempted at recording this type of video. So it's another mental health one because it's been a while and it's been so long that I actually forgot that I normally do this, and this is like a way of me processing my feelings. But I'm now in a healthy relationship, and so I didn't feel like I had to do that anymore. So I think the last time that I did one of these updates, it was October of 2022, and it was already in the time where I was like, I can't get through any of the footage, and then I did a whole recap, and then I did another update. So basically this is gonna be like a recap of October 2022 to August 2023. And it was actually really funny because I was reminded of me doing these videos by my girlfriend, because we were all of a sudden on my YouTube channel and watching old videos of me, because there's videos of me 4 years ago, and I've been through a whole change. And it was really funny. It was absolutely hilarious. And that reminded me of I should make another update, because yeah, it's good. It's nice to be able to watch those videos back now. And yeah, I just like to keep it up, so I wanted to do it again. Also, if you hear clicking in the background, kindly ignore it. It's my girlfriend playing The Sims. So just ignore it. I'll try to filter it out as much as I can, but bear with me. So yeah, I'm basically gonna run you through what's been happening over the last 11 months, basically. It's 21st of August. I thought it was very specific that in that last episode I was talking about how I wanted to be somebody's priority in the same way that I can make other people my priority, because yeah, I know that other people love me and everything, but I don't know if anybody has ever held me to the same priority as I have held them. And I am glad to say that it has happened. To give a little bit of a background, me and Marie, do you want to be Marie on my channel?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so me and Marie have been together since November of last year. But we'd actually already linked up a year before that. We knew each other, we were very good friends. Then we went to a festival together, and that was a lot of fun, and we just became really close. We were calling every night with a group of friends and playing games together. It was very fun. Marie went to study abroad, and I went to go visit, and it was just a lot of fun. And it was this thing of why would we not go in and see what could happen, you know? And I'm very happy that I did that. It was a good decision. Yeah, it was a good decision. I don't know how chaotic this is gonna be, because I'm recalling off the top of my head. I do have a spreadsheet of my brain dumps that I can go back to if I get stuck or anything. But now I'm just gonna ramble off the top of my head and see how chaotic it is. Yeah, but I had some issues with friends because over the course of a couple of months, I lost quite a few friends, and I'm not friends anymore with the people that I knew in high school, and then I'm now also not really friends anymore with the people that I kind of switched those with, because I was prioritizing one group of friends, and because of that neglecting another group of friends, and now I'm also not even friends with those people anymore. So it's been a bit of a hard thing to deal with, honestly, because I have this big complex of I'm constantly losing friends. I don't think anybody really likes me, or even though I know I'm a likable person, but somewhere in my brain I have this whole thing of I can't keep a friend. You know, everybody is always gonna go somewhere else, somebody else is gonna be more interesting, or I'm gonna make mistakes. And it's been a tough thing to deal with, and yeah, it's just tough, but also not necessarily in like such a bad way. Like it's also fine. It's also mostly fine. Like I don't take it that seriously, but sometimes I'm like, damn, it's not nice. It's not nice, and it doesn't have to be. If I then also think about like schoolwork and creativity and stuff like that, it's become very apparent to me that there's only like a certain amount of courses I can take. Like if there's 6 courses in a semester, I can only take 3 and like handle 3, and it's a very weird thing of like I feel like I should be able to handle more. Like I feel like I am smart enough. I have this whole like internal thing about it where I feel like I should be able to do it, but then when it comes to it, I can't. Um, but at the same time, I've been able to like affirm myself and be like, okay, but I have time. I have time. I have the money to be able to take longer to do these courses, and I need to be able to do it in a way that my mental health is preserved, because if I do take on more courses than I can actually do, it results in sloppy work, it results in not necessarily good grades, it results in me having to drop courses anyway, it results in my mental health going down. It's just not a vibe overall. Like why would I be pressuring myself to finish my degree in a certain amount of years when it's a creative degree? It's a skill-based degree, and skills just take time to get to a point where you like it. So I've like really been trying to chill and like just take my time with it, because I started out this degree. I'm studying game graphics production, for those of you who don't know. So it's a lot of like computer work. It's creative. You have to be like, it's very problem solving type of thinking that you have to do. And the thing is, everything that I learn, you can't like quickly do it. You can't half-ass anything. So like if you have an exam, for example, you can like show up to all the classes and then show up to the exam not having studied and still have a chance of passing, you know? Like showing up to the exam is a chance of passing, whereas if you have like a project that you barely finish, you already know that that's like lost effort, that's wasted time. So being able to just narrowing the amount of things that I'm doing or trying to achieve is better for me, because I can produce better work, I can take my time, I can not burn myself out, and that's like really needed. It's fine if I take 5 years to finish a 3-year course. It's fine, because I've started from nothing. You know, I wasn't good at any of the things that we did. I wasn't a good drawer, I wasn't a programmer, I wasn't doing any of the things that these other people maybe already were good at, so it didn't take them as long to like balance out the skill that I still had to build up from the ground up. Yes, I had a drawing tablet for a couple of years already. Yes, I'd made like a couple of faces, but it was nowhere near the amount of skill that we had to have for this course, which is like an okay amount of skill for you to be able to go into the industry, yes, but it was also like an amount of skill that I didn't have, and that I had a very small amount to actually like learn it. So just to continue, like in November, December, January, I was traveling a lot to Germany. I was only enrolled in 2 courses at the time, so I was able to like pull that off. It was a pretty good time. But also in the span, it was really weird that there was this whole fight that so many more people were involved with than should have happened, and it kind of broke apart a friend group that I was in. But the thing is, that was also like a friend group of like people that were living together at the same time, and it like shattered the whole thing. It was really ridiculous, and I still am having a hard time like wrapping around how this all even happened and how so many fucking people got involved. It was ridiculous. But yeah, it was really sad that it like shattered a friend group, because I'm 100% convinced that if stuff had gone down differently, if people had like been more strategic about certain stuff, me included, like if people had been more strategic about certain stuff, then we probably didn't even have to stop being friends. So it's all just a very unfortunate type of thing, and again, that like plays into me having this idea about myself that I can't keep a friend. So basically, now we're in January, and at that point, I moved back home. Oh yeah, something else that was like a whole revelation that I had. It was only when I started my relationship with Marie that I had a whole revelation about my family, because I was in a friend group and like in an environment where a lot of people had like parents that were not necessarily too nice, or you know, that there were some problematic stuff about it, and me being at her house and seeing her family being like a normal family, like also like compared to my family, just as healthy as you can say it, that reminded me like going home is actually a good thing. For all of these other friends it might not be, but for me it is actually, and I need to regard it as that, and I need to put them, I need to prioritize them in such a way, because like that's what they deserve. And there was this whole period that I felt like I couldn't do that for some reason, or like didn't do that for some reason. Being with Marie like made me see again of like, it's good to prioritize your family, and that's something that you should strive towards as well. If you can do that, which in my case I could, and like it kind of made me go back to my previous self, because I was very lost in the first year of college. Like I felt before college I had a very firmly rooted sense of self, and I very quickly gave that up for like my friends and for who I wanted to be and for to be cool or whatever. Not necessarily to be cool, but I think you understand like what I'm trying to say anyway. Like I was becoming a different person than I was and than I had been for years. Like I feel like the first year was me definitely like like kind of going away from what I knew was right and what I felt like for myself, not like from any outside source necessarily, but what I'd seen for myself was good for me, and I'd given that up over the first year already. And it took me, first off, moving in with some of my friends, and then second off, being with Marie to realize that who I was before I started college, just I was very right about a lot of things. Like I knew what I had to do, and I stopped doing that because I wanted to appear different than who I was. And it's actually good to go back to that, and you can at any point, and that's really nice, and that's very comforting. I feel like I don't have to pretend that I'm different than who I am. And it's not that I gave up myself and blah blah blah, but I definitely became a different version of who I used to be. And I've been able, I feel like, to find my way back to who I used to be and like not feel as lost anymore, which is like all a really good fucking thing. Like I really like that for myself. It feels better, and I deserve to feel good in how I view the world and everything. So yeah. Now then, in the second semester, so like after January, this is gonna seem so arbitrary, but bear with me. I got a rice cooker, and that fucking changed my life. I swear to God, that changed my life. No, because the thing is, I could cook at my dorm because it's like 3 levels from the ground floor. So it's pretty annoying to have to go downstairs, and the kitchen downstairs is so like, ugh. It's such nasty vibes. It's not like fun to sit there anyway. It's not even fun to cook there or anything. It's just not fun. And being able to do that in the comfort of my own space and my own dorm was really nice. And it's made me realize that cooking is really not that hard as like people like to pretend that it is, or like that the impression that I got that cooking has to be like hard. It's really not, at least not for me. At least not with like what I have, and like the things that I like to cook are very simple. So yeah, it's really nice to just be able to have that. Again, going back to that thing of like me changing who I was, uh, for like other people to like fit in. I hate the way people say that so much, but also I feel like there's no other like words that I have to describe what like happened to me, because it's not like it wasn't like a conscious decision of I'm gonna pretend that I don't like pink to fit in with other people. Like, oh, everybody doesn't like pink, so I'm gonna not like pink too. It wasn't like a thing of that, because I definitely still had like a big sense of like the things that I liked and everything. But there was just some way that I went about life that was very different compared to what I had before and what I have now again. And me and my mom have talked about this. I kind of had like a, I don't know what the word is, but it was like I had a, I didn't go through like a very stereotypical puberty. Like I was very uh responsible in that way. I wasn't allowed to go like out, and I didn't necessarily want to go out either. I didn't drink a lot. I didn't enjoy drinking. And then college came, and it basically was like that I had a whole all the experiences that you can have during your puberty in Europe. Let me preface that. I had that condensed into a year, and I went through all of that. Like I drank a lot more. I started smoking. I started vaping. I did weed. Like I and that was so condensed into so I slept around as well. Like there was so many things and experiences that were just like condensed into this small amount of time before I like came back to myself. Not to say that any of those things are like inherently bad or blah blah blah, or like that specifically like that sleeping around is like a puberty type of thing that you need to grow out of. I'm not saying that, but it's just like that was something that wasn't necessarily true to me, and that I just did for some reason. So yeah, I had this weird like thing of like all those, that non-conformity to what I was taught, that was all condensed. And then I realized like, okay, but that was never a part of me. That was never true to who I want to be. That was never true to my aspirations as a person. I don't even really like the things that I'm doing, so I stopped doing them. But it was really weird that I kind of had to go through this period, because I didn't have it in my puberty. Like in my puberty, I was very mature, and I hate it when people like say that about normal things that they do. Or I don't necessarily hate it when people say that, but I hate the impression that I feel I'm giving when I say I was mature for my age. I don't know. I feel like it paints a picture that doesn't accurately describe like what it was. But no, I was very mature for my age. And I still consider myself mature for my age. But it was this weird thing where I kind of threw all that out the door to then go through sped up puberty to then like come back to what I already knew before. It was really weird, but I guess I kind of had to do that. I don't know. So yeah, in the second semester, I also realized that the way that I had conformed myself to the people around me, that had also in turn like enabled them to be not as good for me as I wanted them to be. You know, like me constantly shutting up about things that I liked or not or didn't like with my roommates, like that was serving nobody. That was not serving me. That was not serving their growth. That was, you know, me staying quiet about what I liked and what I didn't like, and you know what bothered me and stuff like that. That like, I don't know what took so long for me to be able to realize that that is not serving anybody, and that's actually doing a disservice to to myself, the other person, and our relationship. It took me so long to realize that, but yeah. Let me go through my brain dumps and see what I've got for you. Oh no, I have to close all of them now. There's like an insane amount of words here. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I've also been able to like work through this big bout of like self-sabotage that I didn't realize was very ingrained in me. I had like this whole urge when we were together for only a couple of months to like break up with her out of nowhere, and it was so fucking weird because I could realize that that was coming from like a very irrational point, like, and I was just able to work through it. And I realized that sometimes when I have thoughts or like urges or something, that intrinsically in me there is a part that is gonna self-sabotage. And so sometimes I need to directly go against my urges, my thoughts, to be able to do what's good for me. And it's really weird to like realize that that's something that's going on. Obviously I knew it like all the time. Like I knew that there's that I sometimes get urges that are like just self-destructive in a way, but I didn't realize up until that point that it can extend to like relationships and how I go about them. And that was a very particular thing to go through. Now I also moved back home here for the exams. I mean exams, like, yeah, exams. Basically my project deadlines. I moved back here just to be able to like chill and not have to make my own food, and just to be able to focus on my exams, and also to be able to work, because in my hometown I do have like a job. I'm just really looking forward to the next year, because I know, like, with everything that I've been learning about myself and about my relationships and about how I go about life, I know that I'm gonna be able to like take things to a new level, which I'm really excited about. Like, I've been able to find like a dedication for like my schoolwork that I didn't have before, and that's really nice. And I've like, some of the people that are living with me right now are like gonna move out and somebody else is gonna join, and I know that that's gonna relieve a lot of tension from like a lot of people that are like involved in this situation, and I'm really looking forward to that, because the tension is just not nice and it's not a vibe, and none of the people that are involved really deserve that. So yeah, it's good that there's gonna be some change about that, and I'm looking forward to that change actually happening. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna now talk about that was talk about stuff that I'm excited about.
Wait, why don't you repeat the sentence, or do you leave this in?
Yeah, that would be a funny little thing to leave in.
Do that. I forgot, because I was like expecting you to like restart, because you said talk about.
Yeah, so now I'm just gonna talk a little bit about like things that I'm looking forward to, things that are exciting to me. Yeah. So I'm really excited about my hair growing out, because look, I have gone through many things in these videos, and it's really funny to see how my appearance changes, but short hair is not the vibe for me.
Short hair. Like,
really short hair.
And shaved at the sides.
And the sides, it wasn't necessarily a thing. I look better with longer hair, and it's easier to keep up as well. So I'm gonna be like this. I want to keep a little bit, like I already want to cut it a little bit shorter, but instead of what I did before, I'm gonna go to a hairdresser instead of trying to do it myself. No, but I'm excited about my hair growing out. I'm excited about a microphone that's gonna arrive in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. I'm also really excited about being able to work on some more videos because I have a couple of videos that are like almost done, but that I haven't finished because I don't know why, but I just haven't. And I'm also excited about furniture that I bought for the dorm. It's gonna be so vibey. Is it bamboo? Yes, of course it is. I am a bamboo bitch, okay? Like,
Bamboo bitch.
if I'm gonna buy like a piece of furniture, it's gonna be bamboo. Because it's nice. It doesn't break very often. It's a pretty sustainable material. I really like that. That's nice. I'm also excited just about the new year starting because I know that I'm gonna be able to do it with like a fresh perspective. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited just to move back to my dorm because even though I like it here, I do like living on my own as well, or like with friends because I'm never really alone at the dorm. Oh, and I need to like the amount that being like not living by myself has helped me is I never could have imagined how much of a how big of a difference that would have made. Like when I started college, like I thought I would be fine like living by myself and everything, but no. I'm not. And it's not because I'm not an introvert or whatever, because I still am. And I also feel like sometimes people equate a bubbly personality with being an extrovert, and that's just not true. I am an introvert, but I'm generally sociable. Anyway, that's a whole other tangent that I don't really need to get into right now. But I need to be around people because I'm a human and humans need to be around people. Guess what? It's true. So yeah, I'm excited to work on portfolio projects because I've got like one that's waiting right now for me to finish my retakes, and I'm almost finished. Like my deadline is in a week. One of them I'm like this close to finishing it, and the other one is like I don't really like how it's looking right now because it's like a real-time effects project. And I don't particularly like the way it's looking, but it's like got all the things in it that it needs for me to be able to like pass. So it's just like about fine-tuning the way it looks and like making the finishing touches. But I'm really excited to go back to working for like other passion projects and videos and like other stuff. It's just, yeah, I'm really excited about seeing how my relationship with my girlfriend can go better and about how the new dynamic in the dorm is gonna be, and yeah, just where everything is gonna go, because I'm generally very content with my life right now. So I'm just so excited to see where else it can go. I guess that's that. I don't know if I'm gonna put like another update after this. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I guess we'll see. But yeah, until then, I'll see you later. Maybe in another video. Goodbye. Bye. I'm not used to this anymore. Whoa. Hello everybody, my name is Frey. It is the 4th of October 2023 and I'm here to do another update on my mental health. The last update was somewhere in August and nearing the end of August, so clearly the school year has already started. We've progressed a little bit and I have a couple of like new revelations to share with you and things that I've been going through and what's been going on in my life and how I feel about all that. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a long one, so strap in and enjoy. So I wrote down a couple of pointers to what I could talk about to make it a little bit easier. So I feel, as a first thing, I feel like I have really been feeling like myself again, but like really myself, not just like an absence of dissociation or like a period where I feel a little bit better. It's like I actually feel like the person that I used to be in high school when I felt like good, you know, like the periods where I was very positive and very where I was just generally like feeling good. It feels like I'm back to that person where I felt very separated from that, like a lot of the other times. Like later in when I started college, it felt like I really changed myself first off because it's a whole new different stage of life, it's a whole new different environment. I've changed because of that, but also I changed a lot of who I was and what I liked and stuff like that for the people that I was around, and I felt like I had to change a lot of the things that I did and that I liked, and a lot of the things personal to me. A big like thing that happened then was that I used to wake up like at 6 and go to bed early, and I really liked that as like a routine, but now I don't like. I changed that almost immediately as I got into college just because I couldn't keep it up anymore. But obviously that's like not such a big thing, but it's still big enough and it illustrates what the point that I'm trying to make. And so in the same vein, I feel like I've found my own personality again, whereas that felt a little bit lost before, or like, yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Like, you know, I've been exploring the music that I like a little bit more, my own rhythm that feels good, like my own routines day in day out, like what feels nice. I've been playing games that I personally like, not just because I want to play a game with somebody else, so I'll play a game that they like. It's like I'm playing a game that I like because I like it and because I enjoy playing it, and that's been kind of a breath of fresh air to be able to do that again and to indulge in a way in like things that are personal to me. So yeah, that's been really nice. I've been really liking that thing. Yeah. Now again, I already mentioned that school has started again. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about how that's been feeling, because I took up a way smaller workload this year than I did the last year and the year before. And it feels really good. It feels really good. I'm enrolled now in like courses that all very much have to do with like design and creative processes and like finding a little bit of your own artistic style and being able to implement that into into like professional projects. And it's really nice. It's really nice. I don't feel as tired to like try and do all of these things. It's just coming pretty naturally to me to just do these things. Like it feels like a pretty natural process to go and design, and it's easy to put in all of these hours where a lot of the times other things would feel, every like hour put into it would feel very long, whereas now it's more chill. It's treating me very well. And although I do have a little bit of a shitty like school timetable, like I have class Monday and Thursday, so that basically means that if I want to go anywhere for like the weekend, it's a little bit of a hard thing to actually go somewhere, because in the last semester I would basically go, I had class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I think, and I would just leave Wednesday or like Thursday, and then it would be like half a week here at the dorm going to class, half a week somewhere else. But now it's like it's really weekend, you know, like the normal thing that all people that go to dorms experience. But like it's not just me going back to my parents and to my one parent's house and like going there. No, it's like I have now like a weekend that I have to separate over like my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, and then she also has two separate parents. So then, I'm dividing my attention over all of these people, and it feels like way easier to manage if you have half a week to do that versus if you have like more of a weekend type of thing to do that. um so yeah, that's kind of annoying, but then also it allows me to spend that amount of time like here doing stuff, and actually because I'm stuck here, like I can't go anywhere Tuesday or Wednesday, so it's fine to just be here and actually work on all these things, so that when I do go out in the weekend I don't really have to do anything anymore, so that is nice. On a whole nother topic, a little bit more serious, I've been realizing how my dissociation still shows up within my relationships. And like not in a good way, but like in a oh shit, I didn't realize it was still affecting me type of way. So I'd gone through this period with my roommate where I didn't care anymore. I didn't want to live together anymore. I felt like it was bad for our like friendship and everything, and I just wanted to stop everything, right? And I just couldn't get myself to care anymore. But I realized that that is completely in line with how my brain has taught me how to deal with every single thing in my life. So it went like this, like something would happen that would trigger a certain event. Like I don't want to say trigger because it's not like, because I don't want to put so much like stress on like that wording, and I don't want to put so much like emphasis on that wording, but I don't really know how to say it any other way. Activate, I guess. So we would have a conflict, and it would activate something within me where I said, I need to care less right now about this because I feel some type of way about this, because I feel unheard, because whatever, because I feel whatever. It doesn't really particularly matter what happened, but it was like I need to care less. I need to take a step back from everything that's going on. And that is completely in line with everything that I've had to work through with my dissociation as a diagnosed thing. Where before my emotions would get too overwhelming and I would take a step back from them. Now I'm still taking a step back within my relationships, if that were to happen. It also wasn't like a conscious choice or anything, just like it wasn't when it was with my emotions. It wasn't like a conscious choice of like I'm not gonna care anymore. It was just like I remember sometimes in conflicts with my parents, I would have this moment where I was like, I need to care less, I need to shut my emotions off right now, and I just did that, and that just happened as a thing. And then now that also shows up within my relationships and specifically how I care to people, and that is profound. But being able to notice that and being able to recognize what is going on makes it way easier to deal with it, because I was like, I don't know where all of this resentment, where all of this is coming from. I don't get it. Like, I don't feel particularly much. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But it makes complete sense that is still something that is within me to react in such a way. It makes complete sense. So yeah, that's something that I'm dealing with. I don't know how to particularly like reverse that process in a way, but being aware of it is definitely already gonna make a change. I'm sure. Then the next thing that I wanted to talk about was some plans for the future, like what I'm looking forward to, what I'm excited about, stuff like that. So it's actually really exciting because me and my girlfriend are gonna be moving in together next year, because she's gonna be studying in a city nearby, and we're just like, okay, we're gonna be way closer so we can spend more time together, and we can actually just move into a dorm together. We don't know yet if we'll take this dorm or if we'll move somewhere else, but that's the plan. The plan is made, which is really exciting. Because again, the whole having to separate all of my attention over all of these people that I'm supposed to go visit will be solved basically. Because if it will be anything like what I'm used to, it will still be like I will definitely have that weekend to go where I need to go and to see the people that I need to see, and it will just generally be like a nice little thing, because we've already spent a lot of time together over the summer. Like we've already practically lived together for a very long time, so it's just really nice to be able to do it like actually seriously, like officially. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm also really excited about more school and about working on personal projects and about being excited for certain things within the within the artistic gaming industry. It's really exciting to be a part of that movement and to be able to learn all of these things and being able to apply all of these things, and it's really cool. So yeah, that's all the things I had written down. Now I'm trying to think if I'm gonna go unhinged and talk about some more things that have been particularly nice or whatever. I got IKEA delivered. That was really fucking cool. I built a shit ton of things and it made me feel very accomplished. Cooking is nice. Living together with some new people that have joined the dorm is really nice. There's been a couple more friends that have been like coming over to the dorm a little more, whereas like there was a big piece of isolation that was happening, I felt, last year, because most of the friends I have were like friends that I lived with already, so it was really hard to like feel a friendship thing going on, right? But now we as a group have been making some friends like around that obviously don't live here, and that's been really like it's felt very new and it's felt very fresh, and it's also felt a little bit nostalgic because it feels a lot like what my dorm felt like in the first year, where like everybody would come together there, have a good time. It feels nice. Anything else? I'm surprised with how good I am at character design. It comes natural to me now, and I never thought that would be something that I could say about something in school, where it would feel like I'm doing a good job, like naturally, because I've had to struggle a shit ton for this school. Besides math was also pretty easy because I just had a pretty like my knowledge of maths was already big because of what I did in high school. So, but also that was also already years ago, so I did have to relearn it. But like, yeah, I don't know. It was a little ego boost because it shows that I do have what it takes, and that's just overall that's just a really nice feeling, man. I don't really know if I have anything else to mention. Life's just going pretty smooth. There's nothing special too much going on, but I like it. It feels homely, it feels nice, feels slow, and I like that. I don't want necessarily a really fast-paced life. It's just chill right now, you know? And I like that. So yeah, I hope that you will have a good day, and that you feel nice, and that you're soft to yourself. So yeah, that's that. I'll see you in another video, because this video is probably gonna end now. Yeah, just take care of yourself for me, okay? Okay. Bye bye, everyone.